Good people, we are out here today to finish this discussion. Which car is better, a Toyota Harrier or a Mazda CX5? Of course, these two cars gives you different needs. If you want full luxury, you can go for a Toyota Harrier. If you want performance, you can go for this Mazda CX5. Even though these are mid-range SUVs, they are not the ultimate SUVs, but in the Kenya market right now, if you want crossover SUVs, you'll just have to choose between the Toyota Harrier and the Mazda CX5. Of course, there are other cars. We have the Nissan X-Trail, we have the Audi Q5, we have which other car, Subaru Forester, and the Honda CR-V. But these are the two cars that usually when people come, they'll always ask for a Toyota Harrier or a Mazda CX5. Now, if you want spirited driving, good handling, go for a CX5. But if you're out here for full quality luxury, you can go for this Toyota Harrier. Now, if you're going to choose the Toyota Harrier, remember the pricing will be a bit high. The asking price for the Toyota Harrier, an average price is around 4 million shillings, and the average price for a Mazda CX5 is around 3.3 million shillings. So let us do a review of these two cars and let's see which car is the OG. All right, so we'll have to brave the rains and continue with the review because the rains are relenting. So today I want us to talk about these two cars, Mazda CX5 and Toyota Harrier. Now we'll talk about the pros and cons of each and every car, and then also we'll see the interior because I think I've done several reviews of the interior. So today we want to talk about the real aspects of these cars. Now the Mazda CX5 that you're seeing here is a diesel 2.2 liter, which is of course turbo, while the other Toyota Harrier is a 2000cc turbocharged Harrier, which is also a very good vehicle. Now, in terms of power figures, the Toyota Harrier will give you some very good horsepower, while the Mazda CX5, in the other hand, will give you some very good torque. So, if you want a car that will, in terms of performance, if you want a car that is faster, that will accelerate more faster, you can go for the Toyota Harrier. But if you want a vehicle that you can use to tow one or two things, you can overtake in hilly places, then the Mazda CX5 will do that trick because of the extra torque. Now, the power figures that I'm talking about, the 2-liter turbocharged Toyota Harrier gives you 231 horsepower, 350 Newton meters of torque. Now, the power is transmitted to via the CVT transmission through the front wheels, but you have an option for a 4-wheel drive, or I would say an all-wheel drive. On the other hand, the Mazda CX5 gives you 176 horsepower, 450 Newton meters of torque. So in terms of torque, this Mazda CX5 is the ultimate challenger. Of course, the Mazda CX5 uses the traditional 6-speed transmission, which is very much reliable as compared to a CVT transmission. For the Mazda CX5, you'll also get a 2-wheel drive and an optional all-wheel drive. So we'll have to continue with the review from the inside of this vehicle because the rain is relenting today. Now, this is the interior of a Mazda CX5. It looks a bit different from the Toyota Harrier because all these cars have different styles. Personally, I love the design that I get in a Mazda CX5. I have this, what can I say, kind of flat dashboard over here as compared to a Toyota Harrier, which is a bit more slopey on this side. So starting from the door, you have these power door controls over here, a chrome plated door handle, you have wood trim over there and brushed chrome finish. On the top side, you have this material here that kind of feel like leather, but is actually some very soft plastic material. On the lower side, the armrest is made up of leather, some beautiful leather stitches, beautiful speakers over there, and of course this is not the high grade Mazda CX5 diesel. You don't get the Bose audio system. You have storage space on the lower side, and then of course you have these two memory seat settings over here, and of course the seats are electrically adjustable in this Mazda CX5. On the steering wheel, you have a beautiful steering wheel here, which is of course fully leather wrapped, and like the one that you'll see in the Toyota Harrier. Some beautiful stitches, and of course the steering wheel is heated. You can use this button here to heat your steering wheel. Now the steering wheel is seated over one level, unlike the seats which has 3 levels of heating. So if you want to heat your steering wheel, if you're driving in very cold environments, Mazda CX5 will give you that feature. Now on this side, you have your idling stop feature, lane keeping assist and lane departure assist. You have a 360-degree view of this car, or you can arm your parking sensors using this button here. Now this car has electric tailgate, which of course you can open from the back or can actually open from this side. Beautiful air vents with chrome finishing on it, and then of course you have this beautiful dashboard over here. For the driver side, you have this hump over here which houses the heads-up display, which you can actually see it on that side. As you come down to the clusters, you have these analog clusters for the Mazda. I think all the way to 2023 Mazda utilizes these analog clusters, which are very good. For the 2019 model, they incorporated the analog and digital. 44,000 kilometers mileage on this unit, which is actually very good. Low mileage for a diesel unit is actually very good. Adaptive cruise control, controls for the infotainment system. You have this infotainment system here from Mazda. For the 2018 model, you can update it to get the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but otherwise it comes with Bluetooth connectivity, USBs, and so many others. You have DVD slot over here, beautiful air vents, your hazard buttons, push to start, of course, wood trims over here, wood also on that side, centralized controls for your seat warmers, steering wheel warmer. You have AC controls, which actually feel pretty good. Let me switch off the AC, it's a bit cold inside here. Now here at the center console, you have this large finish here. It feels very premium. For Mazda CX-8 and Mazda CX-9, the center console is a bit large. So you have this leather finish on this side with beautiful stitches. Gear shifter here for your 6-speed automatic transmission. We said Mazda still uses the traditional automatic transmission, which is very good, and it gives it a solid reliability when it comes to transmission system. More controls for the infotainment system, and then also you have this, what do you call it, your electronic parking brake. On this side you have 2 cup holders for you to put a few things. For me, I decided to put my sunglasses over there. On this side you have storage space for your phone, and then of course you have your 12-volt output on the inside. Here at the center you have these leather armrests with beautiful stitches, a deep storage space that houses 12-volt output, 2 USB slots, and an auxiliary output. And then on the inside you have a deeper storage space. Now the rest of the dashboard looks very good. I love the design in Mazda, and of course you have this glove compartment. The housing is big but the space is small, and then of course you have this leather finish on the seats, which is actually very good. The front passenger gets this ivory leather seat with beautiful stitches. The seats are heated also, and you have electric seats adjustment on that side. So if you're going to sit on the front side of this car, you'll be pretty comfortable. I have no complaints about that. In terms of sitting, the seats are a bit more raised, which is actually pretty good. In terms of visibility, you can clearly see the surrounding area. You can clearly see the roads. You can see your surrounding pretty well. So for this Mazda CX-5, I think it is a win. I sat in the Toyota Harrier and it's a bit dark. We'll also get to see it so that you guys can get what I'm talking about. The backside is actually very spacious. We have this 3 sitting space here at the back. Of course you have 2 seats, but it can accommodate 3 passengers, especially if you raise the armrest here at the center. The seats here at the back also, I believe they are heated. I think we'll have to check that. We have this armrest here at the center, drop down armrest with 2 cup holders, seat warmers. You can lift this part to reveal this storage space, a tray, and then of course you have 2 USB slots to charge your accessories. Some of the amenities that you get here is that you only get 2 air vents over there, but the rest of the AC is controlled from the driver side. On the top side you have anchor points over there for you to hold yourselves onto, and then of course you have these lightings at the back, which are actually very bright. That's a very good thing. On the top side for the driver side also you have this interior lighting. Now let me show you the tailgate, and then we'll continue through the Toyota Harrier. Yeah, for the Mazda CX-5, this is how it is. Sky Active D technology, beautiful taillights over there. The tailgate is electric. Let me open it quickly and close it because of the rain. This is what you get. You get 490 liters of space in this Mazda CX-5, which is actually pretty good. Now let us switch our attention to this Toyota Harrier. Toyota Harrier also is a very solid and vehicle in terms of performance. We said for the Toyota Harrier Turbo you get 235 horsepower, 350 Newton meters of torque. So if you want a car that accelerates very fast, you can try out this Toyota Harrier. But if you want a car that has a good torque, you can go for the Mazda CX-5. In terms of looks, it depends actually with what you want. For the Toyota Harrier, you still have the old look, which is also still very much okay. I know a lot of people do love that. You have your daytime running lights over there, 3 projector headlights. Your turn signal also is on that side. Additional daytime running lights with your fog lights. Let me just switch on that so that you can see. Yeah, so this is where you get your daytime running lights, additional daytime running lights, and your fog lights in that case. For the Mazda CX-5, I think we've seen that several times, so I have no problem about that. In terms of wheels, 19-inch tires on the Mazda CX-5, while for the Toyota Harrier, you have 18 inches on that. You also have an electric tailgate on the Toyota Harrier, which is actually pretty good, but because of the rains, I don't know if I should open for you. And yeah, anyway, this is the back side. If you love the taillights on the Toyota Harrier, they look good to the Mazda CX5. I think it goes down to test. Whatever you like, it is what it is. Let me see the back side. The tailgate of a Toyota Harrier is a bit more squeezed. It's a bit more small than the ones that you get in a Mazda CX5. Let us now check the interior of a Toyota Harrier. You have keyless entry with your key over here. And let me just jump inside immediately because it is raining outside here. Now, starting from from the door, you have this beautiful leather finish. Of course, the entirety of the door is covered with leather. Starting from the top side, you have this soft leather material. You have your eagle design over here because I think the Toyota Harrier in which language means eagle. Leather finish on this side, additional leather that goes all the way to your armrest, and of course you have these beautiful cream stitches. Chrome plated door handle, 2 memory seats just like in the Mazda CX5, power door controls over there, and of course you have electric seat adjustments on this side. For the Toyota Harrier, the design here is very soft and with a lot of leather finish. Look at this, very well designed leather finish over there, additional leather, some beautiful stitches, brushed chrome. You have your electric parking brake, and then of course you have traction control, automatic headlights on this side. You can out hold your brakes, and actually you have your push to start button on this side. Look at that. And then of course you have your electric tailgate on that side. Now for the Toyota Harrier, the clusters also look pretty good. The first thing you switch on the car, the seat will adjust itself to the preset the preset seats, memory seats, depending on the last user on the vehicle. For the Toyota Harrier, we don't have the heads-up display. We have your digital clusters over here for the Toyota Harrier, which is actually very good. And then of course you also have this leather seat here, leather steering wheel, leather wrapping on the steering wheel with beautiful stitches also. Controls for the infotainment system on this side, lane departure assist. You can arm your sensors using this button, and then of course you have your adaptive cruise control on this side. Multiple controls for the infotainment system over here. Dashboard is good, beautiful stitches, soft leather material on that side, which is actually very, very good. I have no complaints about that. Now on this side, an infotainment system, but as you can see, the infotainment system on this Toyota Harrier, it's not the most premium, it's not the JBL Auto. I think this one is the aftermarket infotainment system, or the base grade infotainment system that you get in a Toyota Harrier. Most of it is in Japanese, and always I'll prefer the infotainment system in a Mazda CX5 because it is very easy to control and straightforward. You can easily change the language without no fuss. For the Toyota Harrier, you'll have to navigate all over to get to your settings. For the Toyota Harrier, the climate controls or ACs are fully touchscreen. All the controls are located here. The seats are heated and cooled for the Toyota Harrier. You can see the fans over here. You can heat your seats, both for the front passenger and the driver. The gear shifter is located here, of course, as you can see, because this car is very good. We said this one uses automatic transmission, as you can see there. You can actually drive this car in manual mode. And then on this side you have this leather finish, some small storage space over there. Here you have this enclosed cup holders, storage space, 12-volt output. And then on this side you have an armrest, which is leather armrest, of course, with a deeper storage space on this side. The front passenger seat also is the same as the driver seat, same quality material over there, beautiful stitches, perforated on the center to ensure good ventilation. Then of course the rest of the dashboard looks amazing, beautiful finish over there. On this side is more of plastic, this other side is soft material. And then you have a large glove compartment. From what I can see here, it goes down to personal taste. For me, I love the Mazda CX5. The Toyota Harrier is also very, very capable. If you try to look at the surrounding, you can clearly see that in the Toyota Harrier it's a bit darker. So I don't know if it's the lighting or it is the interior quality. Now where this Toyota Harrier beats the Mazda CX5 is on the sunroof. So you have this sunroof here. Look at this. For the Toyota Harrier, you have this beautiful sunroof, and it is panoramic, something that you don't get in the Mazda CX5. Look at this, all the way to the backside. So we said we don't have good lighting here. As soon as you open the sunroof, you get good lighting in this Toyota Harrier. The backside of the Toyota Harrier looks very good, a bit more squeezed than the Mazda CX5. I think Mazda CX5 uses some good quality material for good spacing. But in terms of luxury and comfort, I think the Toyota Harrier is very much capable, because you can still recline the seats in this Toyota Harrier to get some good spacing. Okay, so for these two cars, it's up to you to decide which car you prefer, Toyota Harrier or the Mazda CX5. Both cars are very good. For the turbo Toyota Harrier, it is very much capable with extra horsepower. For the Mazda CX5 diesel, you get extra torque. But if you want the regular Toyota Harrier with the CVT transmission, it is good, good for your luxury, but it is not, it's nothing fancy. Okay, yeah, so it is what it is, guys. We've come to an end of this review. We'll make a verdict. If you want a car that is more luxurious and good for city driving, you can go for the Toyota Harrier with the price of this Toyota Harrier I'll give you with 3.8 million shillings. If you want a car for your off-road adventures, you can try out this Mazda CX5. The asking price is 3.3 million shillings, negotiable 3.2. Yeah, if you want the diesel one basic, I'll give it to you at 2.7 million shillings. Toyota Harrier without sunroof, I can give it to you at 3.55 million shillings. If you're interested, hit me up.